The mystery adventure game is really one of the worst genres for my format. Not enough time to actually play, and not exactly the most visually appealing game. But the Famicom gets a surprisingly large number of them over the next few years, and Yamamura Misa Suspense Kyouto Ryuu no Tera Satsujin Jiken is the leading edge of a small wave of them we're going to see. It feels like every major publisher has their mystery adventure game series, and this is Taito's. Misa Yamamura was a very popular mystery author. Her most successful books were the Catherine series. Catherine is an American journalist who lives in Kyoto, is the daughter of the Vice President of the United States, and solves mysteries in her spare time. She stars in over 30 mystery novels by Yamamura. And Kyouto Ryuu no Tera Satsujin Jiken is a Catherine story. Kind of. Catherine's in the game, she even has her own dedicated button on the icon bar, but she's not the main character. It's a very strange approach to the concept. Instead, you're a game developer who creates murder mystery games on the Famicom. And as you're out viewing cherry blossoms, you stumble over the body of a young woman. You're the obvious suspect since the murder is exactly like the one in your game. But fortunately, Catherine's right there to help you examine the body for clues, and you find a dying note from the victim. So with this scrap of information, you have to find the real killer and clear your name. The most notable special feature about this game is the obvious one. Those big text menus have been replaced with icons. Unfortunately, the iconography they chose isn't exactly the most clear. You choose the ear to speak to people, for example. The notebook is actually you showing evidence to other people. And the thinking about the case icon in the far right puts you to sleep. Selecting one of those graphical icons still throws it into a text menu. When you want to speak to someone, you have to select who you want to talk to, then if you want to talk about a person or another subject, and then select what you want to ask them about. Similarly, there's a camera in this game. The hand icon is used to take pictures for some reason. And when you want to present evidence to people, you have to choose if you want to show them a photograph or physical evidence. From what I can tell, Kyouto Ryuu no Tera Satsujin Jiken has a pretty good reputation for the story in Japan, but it's offset by complaints about the bugs. For example, you enter a name when you start the game up, but if you continue by entering a password, your name is set to a default. There's also bugs that prevent text from appearing sometimes, including the passwords, and the game is known to hang on occasion. I didn't encounter that in the hour I was playing, but I would have been really frustrated if I had. There's 2 more games in the Yamamura Misa Suspense series that were published on the Famicom. However, Taito only published one of them. It's tough for me to make a judgment call on these games. If I spent more time with them, maybe I'd wind up liking it better. But I'm feeling that there's better mystery games right around the corner. It also doesn't sit right with me that this is a Famicom game about a Famicom game developer. That's like when writers write about a writer.